doing Knife Storm today. Yeah, I had that suggested in one of the comments to do, well, Knife Storm. And if you're saying right now, wait a second, you can just suggest stuff for me to play? I don't know, I guess. It was the first time I've seen it, so I thought, yeah, sure, why not? Knife Storm, just as a weapon, though, I mean, even if you're just using it by itself, is a really great skill. Oh, kind of classic. I mean, there's a good reason why I was using it a lot when I was kind of struggling with the crazy balance changes they were making after the first patch for the brutal update here. It can hit multiple times, stack on multiple bleeds, has really good damage with that, really good synergy with a bunch of different weapons, especially like the sadistic dagger, like anything that gets a plus percentage to enemies that are bleeding. And really, it's the fact that you can stack multiple stacks of bleed on there is the most effective thing. Cooldown, I think, has been nerfed a little bit. It's right into that guy. Almost had a fly situation there. But I think that the cooldown has been nerfed. You can't really, use it over and over and over. And it's not really due to like the actual cooldown of the weapon being changed at all. It's more the change to tactics that just kind of come as a normal result of balancing things. Like, I think that tactics right now is now just it was like an 18% decrease in cooldown, now it's like a 3% chance, 3% decrease in cooldown. So, where were you? Where? In your stupid Robotnik glasses. Oh, I still have not shown off the new fjord. Yeah, there's some good stuff there right now. I should be checking that out, even if that means, yes, more promenade, I know. Pictures at an exhibition, let's go. Really, I think this is going to be a mostly painless, simple, comparatively easy run. Especially after like pyrotechnics, which I think not a great weapon by itself. I like it and everything, but it's kind of like Fire Torrent in that way, where Fire Torrent is just a little too slow to... Oh, minus 6% for all active skills. Okay. Are these like little mystery patches? Because I swear it said 3 previous... I don't know. Hey. Oh, wait, no. Consider diving. Diving attacks a skill. I keep saying that over and over, but I keep forgetting every single time. Boy, this would be a great time for a shield or any sort of weapon run, because what is this scroll and shop distribution and everything? Yeah, it's terrible. Alright. And yeah, I know I said I didn't really say or anything, but I know that I was initially going to do the counter shield, but counter shield was going to be post-commentary as kind of a, like... There we go. Counter shield was going to be post-commentary as kind of like a, whoa, I gotta get something out right now because it's been 3 days and I've been working on pyrotechnics here. So I think I want to save that one for a little bit of live commentary. Do it more like I've done the rest of the series here. And something I mentioned even in that, shields are kind of all the same run. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fun run. I really like it a lot. But, like, you're just going to see me parrying everything, and that's the run. It's like the Assault Shield, KO Shield, Gold Shield. Well, not the Assault Shield. The, what's the one that puts up the... There we go. Oh! No, I already made my choice on what I wanted to do. Give me that so I can do this. Finally. Whatever, 1 is good enough for right now. By the way, what's the cooldown? 10 seconds? Not bad. Could be way worse than that, is what I'm saying. And... oh, yeah, that was worth it. It was worth taking all of that damage just to get that. Again, Castlevania-esque food is totally my favorite now. I would love to see a combination of all foods, omnivore option, but like, a fruit I think is second best only to Castlevania here. God. Just great AoE you get off of this. It's too bad it's just a burst rather than kind of a sustained thing. That's what I really like about the Aura of Laceration, something which... I really expected it to be more like Knife Storm with a name like Aura of Laceration, but Did I get him? Nah, I think the platform stopped it. Oh well. Let's go speed mode today. Go straight to the ossuary. I mean, this is definitely a good enough weapon. Like I said, great AoE. The bleed damage means that you can just get right next to a mechanical spider. Blast them with knives and then just, like... not great for that. You can get right next to a mechanical spider, blast them with knives, and then, like, leave. And they'll be dead. And as far as I know, I think that there's no, like, advantage to kind of, like, staggering the bleed damage on enemies. I don't think that they, like... they gain resistance to, like, stuns. I don't think they gain resistance to bleeds. I mean, it killed him, but I want to do that. If I can get, like, a pierces target. Oh, look at that spread down there. Well, it would be better if the brutality was survival, but... man, that extra tactics would have been nice. And I was like 10 seconds off. They really should change that up. I shouldn't have to... Again, like... at parity with tactics and survival, great. Colorless curse sword, interesting. But no. Hey, I already have the achievement that you get for beating the boss with the curse sword. Yeah, I should wait until... well, I don't want to die because I got into the middle of like a bunch of spawnlings or into a shocker's range. So, I don't know. I could just dive attack that guy, but that's not part of the run. Yeah, this is why I'm usually... I think that it's better to do skills if I manage to get to 2 knife storms. This would be a little bit different. But for right now, this is kind of the reason why I keep putting off, like, keep putting off doing skill stuff, keep putting off doing, what do you call it? Oh, I didn't know you... hey, I want to see this for a second. Oh yeah, look at that. Because there's a lot of just waiting around. And you know, it's not too bad waiting around. I mean, like, look at even any of my old videos where I went through this game much more... damn it. Where I was going through this game much more slowly, but like... yeah? Is that enough? That should be enough. Yeah. Alright. One more left. Hey. Much better. Okay, I'm gonna go find a shop. I would love to get an up... oh, wait, no, I just went back to the beginning. What am I even doing? Nice try. For some reason, you can parry the Slasher's big shockwave attack, but you can't parry... also nice. But you can't parry the incomplete one's sweep. I don't get that. I'm gonna see if I can find an upgrade first before I go for that. Oh, speaking of which... no. No. Oh, come on. Okay, so I just need a little bit more money here, and that will be fine. Oh, and is that pierce targets? Oh, yes it is. Oh, and the biters. I like... oh, that's a good one. Fighters are good for distracting enemies while you're doing other things. The only real issue with it is if you get like a shield bearer running into those and kind of screwing up your dodge game. Or parry game. Ah, screw it. I want to see what's going on here. This would also be the way that I would be able to get a little extra money if I don't get a necklace. Is he still following me? He should be. I don't know why he's not. And there you go. And yes, that's enough to be able to afford the other knife star, making this at least a little bit more bearable in terms of kind of waiting around. Thank you. Oh, they're actually both pierced the first target. I didn't even notice that. Alright, where am I going? Up there, I guess. I think I've seen some issues in some ways with some of the generation that is going on here, because I'm noticing that there's a lot of, like, one-way paths in places that were a little bit more open previously. I don't know if that's intentional, if that's a thing that was planned, or what, but, like, Oh, yeah. That's the good damage. Oh, here's a pretty good test of how much damage you can do. How fast can I take out this? Pretty fast. Okay. Yeah, I would like to do the denial wave at some point, but I know the damage isn't super good for it. So, like, I think what it's going to be... I think that there are going to be a decent amount of runs kind of coming up. Ice Shock in particular, where I'm going to be kind of changing up the normal rules that I got here and saying, okay, like it's probably going to be Ice Shock plus grenades. It's probably going to be like with plus stat equipment for the Denial Wave, because Denial Wave is more of a mobility, switches around positioning of enemies more than like damage, which is why that could be hard to do. Nothing I haven't done in the past. I mean, the Spartan Sandals run was like that. And I was going to do that sort of thing with, what was it? The Electric Whip before I decided not to. I was actually pretty tempted to do it with Pyrotechnics when I was doing that run. Ended up not doing it though, and I think that run's better for it. Because Pyrotechnics is not like impossibly low damage, it's just pretty low damage. But yeah, when you get like 8 stacks of bleed at what is it? 183 per second for 4 seconds there. Yeah, that's like end game level power, but I mean in the end game you're doing that with like every single swing rather than, you know, like with every single swing of your sword rather than like in 10-second bursts. Which, by the way, what do we got now? 9 seconds? Okay. Alright. Getting better, getting there. You know, I said before that it's like, I think that this is the point where you actually get tested on like what your damage is, what your stat distribution is. Another one. This is the point where you get tested on what your stat distribution, what your damage output is. Kind of the hardest part of the game, I would always consider it. When I get to the point where I can just chain together Knife Storm after Knife Storm, it's going to be much easier, I think. Yeah, minus 3%. So maybe it's just, it decreased. Yeah, I haven't really read through the notes as close, like the patch notes as closely as I should. Maybe it loses effectiveness as it becomes, as you get more and more in a single stat. That's a pretty standard way of, yeah, that's enough. I mean, that's a pretty standard way of doing, like, balancing, but, like, it's also kind of a cheap one to have soft caps like that. I mean, if this was like Dark Souls and you were... There we go. It was like Dark Souls and you were, like, getting 40 in a single stat over, like, a 30-hour game, that would be one thing. But this is like, I'm gonna start losing effectiveness after putting in, like, 3 points into a single area. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, come on. It does so many yells now. Thankfully, it does go through the shield. You know, they do have, like, dual stats being associated with items now. It kind of surprises me that, like... it's not more like this gets benefit from both tactics and brutality, but just tactics or brutality, whichever one is higher. Also, yeah, that was nothing. Yeah, whichever one's higher, tactics or brutality. You'd think that, like, okay, so it's going to be mostly going with tactics, but if you have brutality, it also, you know, gives, like, a little boost there. Like, make it so your off stats... Like, yeah, instead of, like, lowering stats, make it so your off stats, like, mean something. 1 minute and 0 seconds ago. Great stuff. That's what happens when you screw around with curse chests. Especially with an item like this that has a pretty clear cooldown. Alright, new Fog Fjord. Check this out. But, yeah, I was saying it's like... Yeah, instead of making it so that, like, you know, you're encouraged to take other stats by lessening the effect of stats after, by giving stats soft caps, it's like it should be that your off stats kind of give you just a little bit of a boost there, you know? Also, hey, more shockers in the areas. That's great. That's what I love to see. Those enemies are always just a treat to fight. Also, you get these things back here again, which is nice. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary, but you get more... Like, it's not difficult at all to... Oof. Yeah. Now, you might have noticed already that the... He's got, like, 1 hit point left. Whatever. Yeah, you might have noticed that... Well, first off, this ain't your daddy's... Fog Fjord. This is like the infested fjord. Got like a bunch of host zombies, got a bunch of little biters around here. And they also gave biters the ability to teleport now, which is like a tracker style, or like a elite in their second phase sort, which is a thing. Not too much of a big deal, but like when you are cursed or using a cursed sword, also big gross pustules there too, spitting out enemies. Which, yeah, like not really a big thing, but like when you're, say, cursed, like I am right now, like I just got. These guys attack pretty fast, and they can be kind of scary. At least my own biters are taking care of them pretty effectively. 3, 2, 1, come on. And okay. Yeah, nice thing about the host zombies, though, is that they do provide pretty handy curse relief, because they spawn a lot of enemies to be able to eat through that curse pretty fast. You're up there. Yeah, right through the... I guess that's supposed to be like a chimney? I don't know. And you can see now it actually lists what each door is. You get like a shop down there on the left, a Minotaur scroll that I missed, and a treasure chest up on the right. Which I already got, so, yeah. Oh, jeez. Bleed damage takes those things out pretty effectively. Though they don't have much for health anyway, but, you know. Oh, there's one area that I missed. Gonna have to go check that out. Yeah, I think the big design philosophy that they were going for here is that you were going to... Also, yeah, return of the little original OG colored... give me that. OG colored biters there, too. I mean, if you missed them, which... Why? Yeah, I think the design philosophy behind a lot of this now is that now that you have the ability to do wall climbing, you know, change it up a bit. Like, I thought, like, the first thing that I was thinking when I saw, like, the new wall climbing mechanic was, it's just like, man, Fog Fjord's gonna be way easier to go through. And it was for a while there. But now it's a little bit more of a kind of like exploration-based thing. And also looking out for many, many little buglings. Hey, get out of here. And I think that's fine. The old fjord was kind of like... It was just, like, I suppose you could describe it as sort of a rush-through area anyway. And if you manage to get something like the assault shield or... If you manage to get something like the assault shield or something... Oh, come on. Yeah, if you manage to get something like the assault shield, which could give you quite a bit of, like, jumping ability, you could make it very quick. If you didn't get that sort of thing, on the other hand, then you're kind of out of luck, because you would have to go through, like, find the area to go upwards, and then, like, maybe kick down a few vines. So that was something they only even added. Come on, man. That was something they only even added in, like, the newer patches. And, a lot of that was based on RNG, blah, blah, blah. There were also times when I would get stuck in the walls and have to abandon my Nutcracker run. But I think that was mostly something that only affected me. Ooh, that was close. This is likewise... There you go. Oh, there's where the scroll is. There. Yeah, I still get the plus 25% damage, so... Effective. So, as effective as I could hope for. Oh, the clock tower is definitely going to be the area after this one. Oh, yeah, and all the little, all of the little kamikaze vats are now grouped up in, like, groups of 3. Because, you know, they weren't difficult enough before to deal with. Oh, yeah, I guess that's the end. Clock tower ho! For some reason, it's also a very spiky clock tower. Why? I don't know. Don't worry about it. I mean, like, you know, clocks are kind of spiky. Like those hands. The hands are pointy. They point at things. So anyway, clock tower. Yeah, clock tower has pretty jam-packed with enemies, but I think that they're not going to be too bad with this. Even the cannibals. As long as I can dodge them, like, even somewhat well. Hey, there's the assault shield. You know, assault shield could be a kind of different-ish shield to do a run with. Previously, I wasn't doing it because, like, well, you couldn't actually damage the Watcher with it. Like, you could hit him, wouldn't do anything, though. Just kind of bounce off his big, rubbery tentacle body. I guess. Oh, no, I want to unlock the teleporter here first. Much better. Yeah, they're still somewhat tanky despite the... Oh, 1 second. I don't know what that slowdown was. I think it just play de clocher. I don't know what that means. I mean, it's the key to the cloister? Eh. Could easily be way off base on that. I remember seeing somebody somewhere saying that that's where the punishment shield now is, instead of dropping from the maybe wait a second before opening this, but I think I will. Get out of here. Yeah, I remember somebody saying that that's where the punishment now is, but I don't know. Alright. Okay. So might as well take a heal here, because I might be dying soon. Well, there's nothing really around here anyway to fight proper, so I think I can just safely go up here. See what's going on. Take out that guy. And bats. Oh, hey, my biter actually got him. Good job, biter. Oh, great. Now I gained the ire of all these biters here. 2 left. 2 curse. Oh. Doesn't matter, it's done. Okay. Oh, the bombardiers. If they noticed me, that would have been the end of the run. Those guys are rough. Rough to dodge. Yeah, how about that? Ow, okay, still got me. 2, 1. Okay. Whew. Alright. I think that this game is programmed to, like, really favor shops of things that you don't have, whether it's weapons or skills or whatever. Because what? How else could you explain this? Like, there's coincidence, and then there's, like, absurdity. I'll take that scroll of power. Okay. Okay. I think this is the end. Hey. 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 Cut that out. Yeah, nah, nice try, though. Okay. Yeah, big AoE, super good in this area. Watch out for those cannibals, though. They will kill you. Boy, do they do a lot of damage. Yeah, let's go. Not quite. Ah. Well, I missed a scroll there first off, so I'm not going up just yet. But aside from that, I think there's also a little bit more to do in this area before I jump right into another one. Before I jump right into the fight with the assassin. Definitely at least like one more tower to get to. Yeah, you can see right on the left. Gotta be checking that one out. What you got? Hey, I got the bell this time. I don't know what exactly you need to do to hit that, but it's something that I can't get consistently. Every single time. 1. Okay. That should take it out. Yes. Momentary slowdown. Getting hit by... Ah! Not so fast. Got to see that in slow motion, too. Be a cool guy. I would be really good, but not really part of the... I guess that's it. That looks pretty much like everything I'm gonna be getting here. Dang, I was really hoping to get like at least one more shop or something. I didn't remember if there was only one or two in this area. Because I would have really... because of what I'm using right now. Knife Storm 3, Knife Storm 5. Those are the only ones I can get. Because, you know, this game sometimes, man. Alright, Assassin should be pretty... the Assassin strategy here should be pretty obvious. I'm going to go in. I am going to use Knife Storm. And then I'm going to dodge until I can use Knife Storm again. Let's see how this goes. Not terrible. Yeah, no, this is pretty okay. I would really like to not be hit by that, though. Okay. Still not sure, like, what the... What? Hey, come on, man. Let me heal first. There we go. Ow. Yep. Whoa, boy, that was close. That's a risk game you play. Speaking of the risk game. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, at least if I can just dodge, if I can get another... Oh, I forgot! Hey, cool! I'll take it. Win's a win, baby. Don't even question it. A lot of close calls with the assassin lately, but you know what? Whatever works, man. All right, yeah, it was. Why am I even doing this? This doesn't matter. Oh man. Well, throw another one in the bin. Knife Storm complete.